Good morning. So it is. Grant. Sorry about that. Before we got interrupted. Where were we? I don't know what I started with. Might start again. But we're back. The car come last night. It's not here now. It's locked away, nice and safe till I'm ready for it, which will be fun. Today's plan is to get the Civic back together and get it ready for the exhaust, I presume. I'm waiting for that bit of elbow to come, which we're still waiting for, which will be ready to hit here. But until then, the box can go in. I've put all the brackets back on. I've put the new slave on. No, what's this? This is a clutch release bearing. So obviously, as we did the nice bit of fresh paint on it, we did it ourselves to keep costs down. Also, we went to Honda yesterday, got some oil from Honda. I got 2 litres for me and 2 litres for our pal. We've just gone and got some 99. That will be going in the Civic, and then I'll be filling another one up and then putting it into the PS13 because that has Zilpois fuel in. I had a look at it this morning. It's not got any better. I've took some of the carpet out of the boot because it was a bit wet, so that's been put in the bin, and I chucked all the junk out that was just in the car. Just put it in a rubbish bag, and you've seen all that wood and floor mats, it's just all gone. Put a couple of dehumidifiers in there. I'm going to wait for a good dry day, give it a quick clean, get as much tat off as we can, and then we'll throw it under a dust cover and leave it till we're ready. But today we should crack on. Car out, let's get on it. Background noise will do. Just means I've got to talk a bit louder so we don't get them copyrights. Oh, the engine stayed in the car. Didn't land on Grant's bonnet. Went in. But yes, it's time to get it back in. All the brackets nicely painted, and we're ready. Like I say, it's this section that we're waiting for to come. I think I've already told you this. If I have, I'm sorry, I just can't remember. But I'm going to get the box in now. It's probably not going to be very easy. So on my Todd, I'm going to throw it in. Get the guns on it, much. The only problem with this unit is I need a torch for everything to show you. But also what I want to show you is Dinosaurus much. I'm going to have a quick drink to give myself some sugar levels. I'm going to set the light up so you might be able to see. And I can see. Oh yes. And then I'm going to get that into there. Yeah, there. Don't know what to say about that. It's alright. Back to the action! He's quite heavy. The bolt. Put you in there. Oh, I didn't want to do that, did I? Oh. Everything, I think, seems on. Shut up. couple of bolts in, make sure we're safe. Safe, yeah. Ooh. So we're in. I've got what I did was I put this one in first, and then I put this back one in as well, and then I just sort of done the bolts up equally, like done some this side. So I pulled the box on square because there's a dowel here, and there's a dowel. I think it's just up there. Well, I've got some hands in the way. Just up here. So I tightened them up and it went on square. And then I put this top one in here. Just done that one up and that pulled it in. And now we're looking pretty much square all the way around. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on the top and I'm going to put the gearbox mount on. And then we'll be safe. Hopefully. I don't actually know. Like, I've never done a gearbox on a Civic, but you know, just do it, don't we? Let me just throw it out there. I probably wouldn't recommend lifting it up yourself and throwing it in. Use maybe like a jack or a couple of friends. I don't have any of them. I'm only joking. I've got friends. It's the weekend. Everyone's busy. The weather's terrible, so I don't want to burden anyone. I just got to crack on. I'm mapping highway. Got to get fucking ready, boys. And come forward a little bit, my friend. Two-handed job again. Come on, little bastard. There we go. 1 nut, 2 nut, 3 nut, and then the main one that goes through there. I had to jack up the engine a little bit. Looking over it. Should be okay. Put the speed sensor in before I forget. Starter motor goes under there. See the hole down there? It goes in there. But what I didn't do was I put that nut in. I need to put the mount on. I'm going to take that nut off, put the bracket on, then put the nut back on. You don't need to see that. Told you what I'm doing. You got it, yeah? You're with me. You're with me so far. Oh, I need a haircut. Come on, Josh. Come and sort me out, brother. Starter motor's on. There's a 14 there, which is a short one. And then there's a 14, I don't know if you can see it. And then it's the 12mm power wire, spade bit, signal wire maybe. I don't know. One or the other. One's a nut, one's a spade bit, one's a 12. The other one you just push it on. So that's the clutch, flexi, and the slave. Loosely put on, because I'll do it from underneath. What else? Just checked the drain for the gearbox, make sure that's tight, and I've just cracked off this one here because that's for the filling point. I'm just doing these last 2 bolts here, and then there's one here which is this big ass one which goes from this side of the box. Can I do it from here? Maybe. Might be able to get it from down here. But I'm going to sing them 2 up now. I'm going to get that one on. Don't forget to like and comment, and I'll always reply. And if you haven't already, subscribe. As I'm talking to you now, I think I've got 121 subscribers. And it's a very good moment. If you want to see more, like a bit more up-to-date stuff, get me on Instagram at CutLooseS15. And if you want to see Grant's antics, Cutloose R33. Who the fuck's moving me? Bonus. I've put the gearbox mount on now. So we've got the top mount on, and that mount on, and now the T-bracket's on. Nice contrast between the gloss black, satin black, and wrinkle black. I don't know what it is, I just like it. Just looks clean, don't it? Whew! Get them shaft ends a bit fiddly on your Todd. But you ready? I'm going to spin this. You know what that means, don't you? It works. Easy, bro. Easy, bro. So put the car nuts back on. These are back on. What you want to do as well, see the hole there inside? You want to line that up with the castle nut so then you can put a cotter pin straight through, lock it off. These here, I'm not going to reuse them because they're trash. Basically. Why does my camera look wet? We got a leak. We got a leak. It's raining. I've undone the filling up plug. I'm going to show you something now. What you want to do, get yourself a funnel, get yourself some pipe. Make sure it's not too big for that. So that's up at the top in the engine bay. Yep. And then you can put this into the hole. I think it fits. Yeah, there you go. And you put that into the hole, and then you can lower the car down and fill it up from the top. You ain't got to use one of them pumps, and you ain't got to try and squeeze it in. Research on this Honda MTF fluid. I got it from the dealer. Now all the information seems to be coming up in quarts. I've converted it over and it says like 1.9 litres or something like that. So we've got 4 litres, so if we need to steal Ebos, we'll just have to get another one after, because then he'll need 3 as well. We can share 1, whichever. Anyway, chuck 2 in now, or until it's leaking. Then I'm going to put the bolt in. I've got to run the car for a bit, drive around, fill everything up, and then check the level. So the way you check it is that cap, that nut you took out, when that starts leaking fluid, you know it's full. If it doesn't leak fluid, it needs topping up. So if you have a box done or whatever, just don't forget to check it like after the first few miles, and then check it again relatively soon after, because you don't want to kill the box, because it'll kill fifth first, because fifth is the highest point in the box, and it'll start whining and crunching. Other than that, that was awful, Warrior. I was waiting for the ramp. The pipe is here. It's still in the engine, so now I can fill it up. How about for a trick? Not too thick, am I? Pretty much. Takes its time. Easy around. And I put the bucket underneath just to catch any excess. I'm sure we've got a leak in here now. Camera keeps getting wet. But yeah, so now I'm going to put the second one in, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on. As soon as it starts leaking out, I'm going to stop. As usual, the internet's full of shit. 2 litres is not enough. Okay, might not be full of shit. The pipe was blocking it come out. So I pulled the pipe out and it's starting to weep out. So I'm happy with that. It just means if we do have to top it up, we're going to have to buy another one. We're ready. It's a bit quieter now. Unfortunately, the battery died. But fortunately, everything's sweet. Had it running 10 minutes or so, just getting the temperatures into it. I've not really ever run it for any longer than 2 minutes at a time. So what I did was I went through all the gears. It's obviously on a base map at the moment, so it doesn't go above, I think it's 4K. I think that's the gearbox done. I can't pull it off any longer. I need to do the welding. Get Transmissions did a brilliant job. Brilliant turnaround. I couldn't complain. I'm thankful that one of their customers backed out on them or cancelled on them. I don't know the reason. But it let me slot my gearbox straight in there. 24 hours it was done. You know what I mean? Not a bad price either. So I've got all new seals slotted in. Putting the shafts in was a bit awkward. I had to turn it on the splines a bit and give it a good get that in. I don't know what else to say. We can't say anything until we can test it, can we? That's going to be it for me today. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, and I'll see you on the next one.